what's up you guys, it's MCLegoboy here with 7166 Imperial Shuttle. So the reason why I am reviewing this is because I recently purchased online 75094 Imperial Shuttle Tidarium. And I thought, well, I just got the latest version, why not review the first version? I never got Imperial Inspection that was released in 2005. This is pretty much like a carbon copy of this set. Literally, I went through the instructions online from Brickset. The door is a bit different, and the control panel on the inside is a bit different, but to a T, it is the exact same build. Colors on the inside exactly the same except for the grays being bluish grays. But I mean, same filler colors are on the inside. Like, everything is exactly the same. It makes almost no difference. And then in 2010 we got the Ultimate Collector version, which was a lot of money. So actually I can look and see how much that was. Right. So this $35 when it was released, it has 258. Oh no, 238 pieces. So not the best deal, but you know, it was 2001. Some things like were really good on price, some things were really not as great on price. So, then you had Imperial Inspection that had 367 pieces, and it was $50. And then at $260, you got 2,503 pieces with the Ultimate Collector version. And then with this newest version coming out, it is $100, and you get 937 pieces. So that's a pretty good deal. It's very close to the 10 cents per piece. But anyway, we're going to talk about this set for the remainder of everything else. Really cool. It was the second set to come with Emperor Palpatine. The first set was actually this. And if I had the Boba Fett and the droids one, I would probably review all those little minifigure things. But since I don't, and there's no way I'm getting them online, they're insanely expensive, then, you know, we're just going to have to deal with that. But anyway, really cool. So we'll go over minifigures. We'll go over him last because he's the best. So here is our pilot. He's okay. You know, simple. We have our Imperial Guards. You get 2 of these dudes. These are really cool. And aside from changing maybe some print and the arms to red, or the arms to dark red, there's no difference as to this version and the other guys. So, I mean, we're still using this same type of headpiece. So, really cool. And then we get on to the highlight of the set, Emperor Palpatine himself. And I gotta say, I still think that this is the best version of him, but that's mainly because it's the only version I have of him. Seriously, I have not gotten a single version of Palpatine where he was gray. And I don't have any intentions on getting the Throne Room set, because I've already got that with the Final Duel sets that were released back in 2002. And you put them together, and I built my own little version of it, so I think it looks fine. But now there's a new version of him out that is tan, and I think that that's way better than it being gray and having like ginormous eyes. Like, I still feel like if you put the yellow version up against the flesh toned characters, I mean, it would still make sense because he's a weird color. So, but yeah, that minifigures done. Get him out of the way. Here, instructions just to show you guys. You know, they used to actually advertise sets a little better back in the day. I own every single one of these sets except for that, and that. Yeah. So, I am a fan of the older sets. And also, just to show you guys, little movie clips. They don't do that anymore either. This is why all the older sets are superior, and it's not just nostalgia. No, I mean, yeah, I think that the newer version of this is probably going to be better, but, you know, not important at the moment. So we'll just keep sliding everything out of the way until it's all out of frame and no shadows. So, yeah, there's not much to this, really. Like, the wings, they do that. The shapes are all pretty much there and correct. Maybe not necessarily the functions, because, to be honest, that's a... these wings should be further down, but not much you can do there. But, I mean, for the most part, like, everything is there with this set. Like, the wings, when they come up, they're not perfectly perpendicular. They do angle in a bit. The windscreen, it is at an angle, so that's right. I mean, it's got the guns that are supposed to be there. It's got some of these details on the ship. That's all pretty much correct. Like, for a set released in 2001, that's pretty decent. Like, getting everything fairly correct. Got that can come off. Got a control panel there. Nice printed piece, by the way. Also printed. There are no stickers in these older sets because they actually like us. So I was saying that the door was different. Literally, click hinges. There's a circular dome thing there with an antenna. There's no antennas there. The control panel in here had 2 studs next to it. Literally the exact same set. In fact, it even had this. This, you take your spears, you just put them in there, you sit everybody down, and it all slides in, and it works. I don't think I need to show you guys how that can be done. I mean, it's a tight fit, but everybody still fits in the set. So, I mean, like, I even looked, there wasn't even a seat given for the pilot. Like, come on. For, you know, a set that, I don't know, and for a ship, it only gets remade about every 5 years, and the first time it was remade, it was hardly even, like, messed with. The second time it was remade, it was an Ultimate Collector set. So this 2015 version is actually a fairly reasonable release, and it's a playset, so. But I ended up, like, zooming through this review. There's really not much to it. Seriously, the Imperial Shuttle never really does much. It's not like you need a bunch of flick fire missiles or anything on it. Seriously, like, guns just to say that it has guns. And, yeah. So, I don't know, like, it still holds a place in my heart as being just a really good set. And I think it's because everything is there that's supposed to be there. Like, the functions that it has, they work. It's got the right things to make it still look like this. It's not like some version that's being called an Imperial Shuttle. Like, when you see this and you compare it to the movie, it's like, that's an Imperial Shuttle. I mean, it's not hard to deny now. I don't know what happened. I thought I was doing pretty good, but I guess not. But, like, if you compare this to the movie, like, clearly Imperial Shuttle, if you compare the X-Wing, like, the very first X-Wing to the X-Wing in the movies, it's like, it doesn't quite look the same. But, you know, and I'm fairly certain that this doesn't look anywhere close to being the same at all, but it's just something. So, yeah. I mean, I guess I could go in detail about other things about it, but really, there's not much to review. So, this held a very special place in my heart. I will talk about Imperial Shuttle Tidarium when I have the set in hand, and I'm doing the actual review for you guys. That one's probably going to be like a half hour or something. I don't know. Sometimes I talk too much. But yeah, there hasn't been a version that came with Palpatine in a while, so maybe that's a bit of a bummer for you guys. But I mean, I gotta say the minifigures in Shuttle Tidarium like look really good. So anyway, this has been MCLegoboy with 7166 Imperial Shuttle. See you guys in my next review with 75094 Imperial Shuttle Tidarium. See you guys.